What's up, guys? It's me, JoJo, and I am back with another video. And today, this video, I'm going to be filming kind of a get ready with me because I'm going out on a date with Bae. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. I would so appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and prime. I've already done my skincare routine. I'm going to prime with the Makeup Forever Step 1. So I'm just going to put this all over my face. And guys, please do not mind this invasion of privacy on my face. We're going to cover her up real quick. I'm going to the movies and she will not be watching the movie with me. Please and thank you. Okay, so next, after I prime, I am going to go ahead and do my brows. Just zooming you in for the brow process. So I'm using my Jordana Fabu Brow pencil. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a little faint line under my brows where they naturally start to grow. Like that. Then I'm going to do the same thing at the top. And that's going to come to a point. Then I'm going to fill it in from the bottom, from the end of it onto the front. Have it, and then what I want to do is I'm going to just take the little bristles that's already on this brush. It's kind of like, you know, just like a spoolie. And I'm going to take some product and drag that to the front just to make for an even more natural appearance. Okay. And that's all I like to do for my brows. I mean, I like my brows to just look, you know, natural. I am going to go ahead and carve out my brows. And I'm going to use the Morphe concealer in the color C315. And I'm going to use like this angled brush here, which is like perfect for carving out the brows. Okay, it gets really flat, so that's good. So I'm going to take it, and I'm not going to bring it all the way to the front. I'm going to start about a little quarter of the way and just carve it out. Okay, so there we have the bottom. And the top, I'm just going to leave that alone right now. Now what I am going to do for the front, I'm going to take like a skin tone color, like a foundation, like my foundation shade, and just do the very front right here. I don't know, that's just a little trick I do. I just like to do the front in like a skin tone shade. Okay, so there we have it. So I'm going to do the other brow off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished my other brow off camera. So like I said, don't worry about the top. We're going to get to the top later. But right now I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. We already primed, moisturized, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to use the Morphe foundation and the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. These two foundations together work for me. This one is like an olivey tone, but this was like the best shade they had for me. But it's like an olivey tone. I do like the coverage. So because it's olive, I add the, what is this, Maybelline 355 in coconut, and this one is F3 100. So, and I'm gonna just mix them together. Okay, so both of these foundations are like very full coverage matte foundations. Well, the Morphe one is really full coverage, but they're both matte formulas, and I'm kind of combination, so yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and dot it all over my face. Alright, so I have my foundation on my face. Now I'm going to use my beauty blender and just blend it out. This is my tool of choice, the beauty blender. I never I never use a brush for some reason. Like, I don't know why. I'm just not a brush person. But I want to be, though. I want to be a brush person so bad. Okay, and like I said, we're going to save the top, right? So I'm going to take a little bit of my foundation shade. And I'm going to mix it a tad bit with the concealer shade. Just to do the top. Just to outline the top. Because I like the top to look natural, but still just a tad bit highlighted. You don't want to use like the highlighter, your highlighter shade, to carve out your eyebrows at the top. That just does not look natural. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow. I like to do my eyeshadow like after my foundation because I don't know, I just like my foundation to just sit on my face and just dry and all that good stuff. Okay, so that is done. Let me zoom you in for the eyeshadow look. So I have my base down, my Morphe concealer. Okay, I'm gonna set it just a little bit with some translucent powder because my eyes crease. So I don't want them to be like creasing while I'm trying to do this eyeshadow look. And I'm actually setting it with the Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder. I like this powder. My friend put me on. Okay, so I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. And I'm using the Morphe palette. I'm using the Morphe palette in the color, 35M. The Morphe 35M palette. This is so pretty. I just like all these colors. Like, it's so pretty. And oh, don't mind this one. This was like a brown. It was like a brown, but it broke. I'm mad about that because it was like a good transition shade. But it's alright. So we're going to use this orange shade right here in the palette. Okay, as a transition shade on this fluffy blending brush. And because I have hooded lids, I'm going to go above my crease. Like my crease is like right here. That little supposed to be crease. Right, but I'm going above it because I want my transition colors to show. And because I have hooded lids, they won't show if I don't take it above the crease. So I'm taking it above my crease. And I'm just kind of like packing it in as opposed to blending right now because I just want to like lay down the color. I'm not really blending right now. I'm just getting packing it down so I can get my color payoff, basically. And I'm bringing it all the way to from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner, right above my crease, right? So we got that color payoff. We got that color. That orange is lit, baby. That orange is there. She is very present, okay? So we have our color payoff. Now what we want to do is blend out that edge. Okay, so we have that blended out. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take this berry shade right here. Okay, it's kind of like a purpley berry shade. And I'm going to place that right under the orange, or right on top of the orange, but I'm not going to bring it as high as I brought the orange. But I am going to bring it all the way from the outer to the inner corner the same way I did the orange. Okay. And I'm just kind of laying it on top of the orange. Okay. So we have those two colors down. Now, I think I want to go into this deeper purple right here. It's like a purple shade. You can't really see it on camera. But it's like a purple shade. And I'm going to go into that. And just leave that like kind of in the crease mainly. Mainly just in my little imaginary crease. Okay, kind of showing up, but not really. Let's go into like, I'm going to the black shade, cause that purple is showing up, but not really how I wanted to. And I'm using the same exact brush for everything. Usually when you're going from like light to dark, you can use the same brush for everything. Like if you're dipping into like different colors, like greens and blues, and you know, you want to use different brushes to like blend or whatever. But because I'm going from like light to dark in the same, like, you know, berries, oranges, and this last shade black, you know, that's the very last shade I'm using. So yeah, I'm just using the same brush. Okay, so I have those colors down. Okay, I have them blended to my satisfaction. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shade right here. Okay, it's kind of like a shimmery burgundy. I'm just gonna place it on my lid with my finger. I'm not even gonna use a brush. Eyeshadow look is giving me like the fiery pits of hell. There we have it for my hooded eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have the eyes done, and what I'm gonna do is, just to add like a little bit more of a pop, is I'm gonna take this little shimmer. I honestly don't know where it's from. It's like a little white shimmer, and I'm just gonna pop it like in the middle here, because I do like a little bit more, like, you know, oomph on the lid. I'm just gonna pop it like in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply LA Color in the shade Warm Honey. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the Morphe concealer in the color C315, the same color that I use to highlight my brow bone. I'm just gonna add that right on top of it, because it's like a tad bit lighter. So I'm just gonna blend it out with the beauty blender. Okay, and alongside the nose too, right here. That just makes for, you know, an easier contour, like when you get ready to contour your nose. Okay, so we have our concealer blended out. I'm going to grab the Black Radiance powder, the loose setting powder. This is in the shade, I think this is the only shade they have. I think this is the shade Banana. Where's the shade color? I think it's Banana. Yeah, it is Banana. So I'm going to grab this powder. Only thing I don't like about this powder is like it comes like this. It doesn't have like the little thing for you to, you know, be mindful about how much you're using, pouring out. But I'm going to go ahead and get up under these eyes before I set. So I'm going to go ahead and just dip my beauty blender in there. And I'm going to press this in. So now I'm going to bake a little bit. Now I'm just sitting on, you know, my eye, just letting it bake. And I am going to take this right here. Okay. The same way I brought my highlighter with my concealer. Same way I brought my concealer to the side of my nose like this. I'm going to bring my setting powder here too, because it just makes for an easier contour. So I'm going to set around my mouth, and I'm going to pretty much set everywhere I highlighted. I'm going to set my chin, set my little forehead, okay, and I want to set my nose. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and take my face powder, my all over face powder. This is the Morphe face powder. It's in the color Filter 7. So I'm going to just take like an all over face fluffy brush, okay? And I'm just going to set everywhere on my face basically. This is a very like, this doesn't give you like a whole bunch of coverage, you know. It's very lightweight. I do love this powder. I'm going to bring it down to my neck. Okay, I'm just setting everywhere that's not baking right now. Okay, now after that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a bronzer. Well, it's not really a bronzer, but I like to bronze with it. This is the Iman Luminous foundation. It's the powder foundation in the color Earth 2. Now, I do not know if they still sell this in the stores. I haven't seen them in a while. I don't know. I've had it for a while. I've had it for a long little while, so I don't know if they still sell it. I'm sorry if they don't. Sorry. But I am going to go ahead and bronze with this. And it doesn't give you like this, you know, really intense bronze. You know, it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's just a few shades darker than my skin tone. And it has like little glittery kind of flecks in it. But I just like how it looks. And let me stop talking about it because I don't know if it's in store. So I'm taking this angle brush here, this fluffy angle brush, and I'm just bronzing my cheeks. Just warming it up. What I want to do is go ahead and wipe away my highlight. Okay, all that stuff I have sitting baking, I'm just going to wipe that away. I'm actually going to add my blush with the same exact fluffy blending brush that I use my bronzer with. And I like to blend my blush all the way back. Alright, so I have my blush on. So what I'm going to do now is take my Scandinavia Bridal Setting Spray. Okay, and what setting does is it just kind of gets rid of that like powdery look. And just make sure skin look more like skin. One thing I can say about the Morphe foundation I've noticed, like after I wore it a few times, is that it really does not feel like it doesn't feel like I have anything on. I noticed that, like, because I've, you know, worn foundations and it feels like I can feel the foundation on. This really feels like kind of skin like, even though it's full coverage. So I'm going to take the Huda Beauty, that's pretty, but I'm going to take the Huda Beauty 3D highlighting palette. I'm going to take this shade here, and I am going to highlight the top of my cheekbones. I'm going to bring it around here. And my Cupid's bow. Okay. I'm going to take a little like more detailed brush. Wait, I haven't contoured my nose yet. So let me go ahead and I'm going to take, let's see, my brush here. This is like a little angled but yet fluffy kind of brush. And I'm actually going to take my bronzing shade, my Iman shade. Again, don't kill me if you cannot find this in the store. But I'm going to just contour. And I'm going to do a light contour. I do not like, to me, I mean, you know, I like a snatched nose. I like a snatched nose, but I don't like a snatched nose. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring it from my eyebrows all the way down. As I'm bringing it down, I'm blending it. Okay, so there we have it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my under eyes. I'm using the Jordana. It's like little, it's nothing. It's a nub at this point, but I'm going to use the Jordana 24-hour, I think it's called the 24-hour stay pencil, black pencil. So I'm going to use that to just go up under my eyes. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do my under eyes, and I'm going to do it with the same shades that I did the top of my eyes with. And I'm going to use this, my small little kind of shader brush. It's like a blending brush, but yet it's very small. So I'm going to use that to go up under the eyes, and I'm going to go up under it with the berry shade, that second berry shade that I used first. And I'm going to just go right up under here. Because I don't want it to be like too dark up under my eyes. Okay, so there we have it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. Oh shit. Okay guys, so I went on ahead and applied my lashes and a little inner corner highlight and my nose highlight off camera because my camera overheated. So these lashes are actually my own, so they will be available for purchase very soon. They are gorgeous. Okay, so I can't really give you too much detail on them, but just know they will be available for purchase very soon. Now I am going to go ahead and do my lips, which is the last step. Now this look here, I'm not going to lie, is like, I like a, you know, matte look because I am combination oily skin. So I do like my, you know, makeup to be like built to last like forward. So, you know, this is not really your dewy. This is like your last all night. If you get oily, you won't have no problems. You might just have to blot a little bit. Like, that's what this is. So this is built to last like forward. So let me go ahead and do my lips. So first things first, I'm going to line my lips with Cork, Max Cork. Okay, and I just like to blend that out with my finger a little bit, honestly, just to blend it, right? My lips are so ashy, guys, but the lipstick is going to cover it. So now I'm going to go ahead and take Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Matte Lipstick in the color Ashton, okay? And I'm going to actually kind of line my lips with this, like right over the brown. Alright, so there we have it. So now I'm going to go in with this Rimmel Kate lipstick in the number 42. The shade is, I don't know. It's the number 42 though. And I love these lipsticks. It kind of has a gloss. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Milani, what is this? The Milani Keep It Full Replumper, delivers nourishment. It's a lip gloss, okay? It's in the color Soft Rose. Okay, I'm going to take that right over. Like a really pretty nude. Tell me what you think. Like this video if you like the look today. Just comment below. Remember to subscribe to my channel, please. Thanks in advance. And hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos from me. But this is the look we came up with, guys. I'm digging it. Date night. When Bae get home from work, he gonna be like, oh girl, you ready. You ready. Guys, thank you so much again for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.